Theo.
Sam!
Go, go, go!
Alright, Gen-Evees, this is Bailey, and it's time for Chapter 7, the Motorcage. The motorcage will be built away from the car and then put into the car. This is where all the action happens. The batteries, the wires, the motor, what gets everything moving. So, in this video, we'll kind of be making the box where all the important parts are going to live. Let's check out these tools and parts.
We'll need the fuse block. We'll need 2 GP1212 nuts. We'll need 2 GP1214 bolts. We'll need the connecting block, 1 zip tie. We will need 2 relays. We'll need the isolator switch. We'll need 4 GP1219 bolts, 8 GP1216 washers, 4 GP1215 nuts, and 2 wires, one that says G2C, the other one that says G2D, a 14 millimeter wrench, a 10 millimeter wrench, 8 millimeter wrench, a 10 millimeter socket, an 8 millimeter socket, and your ratchet, as well as a 4 millimeter Allen key.
We'll start with this cute little fuse box. You put the 2 bolts up here. And you'll use the 4 millimeter Allen to put those through. It's a tight fit. Keep going. Now we'll align it with these 2 holes. See how perfectly it fits? Yay! We want to make sure the hinge is on the bottom. Now you take your 1212 nuts and put them on the back to secure the fuse box. Use the wrench on one side and the key on the other. Just keep spinning, just keep spinning. What do? We spin, spin.
Well done, Sam. Next are the 2 relays. They will each need a 1219 bolts, 2 1216 washers, and 2 1215 nuts. Pre-assemble those from the inside out. Attach the relay, then washer, then nut. Same for the other. This is the part of the electrical system that will send charges from the battery to the motor. Use the 10mm wrench to tighten it all up. Not super tight, because we'll need to be able to swing the relays around a bit.
My turn! I have the connecting block. This thing looks like a big, clear Lego. When you turn it around, you can see the holes in the back, and we need to zip tie it in these two holes. Check out how Devon threads it through one hole and then threads it back through the next size hole. Tuck it in and zip. I love that sound.
Zippity-doo-dah, Bailey. Devon's got the key switch. Devon?
The next thing we need to install is our key switch, or our isolator switch. You have a key that goes onto it. Right here there is an opening, and that matches up with that nub on the key. So this is the off position, and when we turn it, we're on. And if you notice, on our motor cage over here, the words off and on are written. So we need to make sure that when we put this in from the back, there's bolt holes that line up. So it's lining up now, but I need to make sure that when the key goes in, we're in the off position here. When I turn it there, the key is pointing to on. So that's how we want to put the key in, just like that. So that means that the little bump here is pointing up. Okay? So now to put the key in, I'll need my other two bolts, my 4 washers, and the other 2 nuts that we had. Just like everything else, I'll put a washer on the bolts. Then I'll thread the bolt through, line it up with a hole in the key switch, and then we'll come to the other side. Put the washer on.
You'll take 2 bolts and 4 washers and attach the key switch. Hand tighten and use the 10mm wrench to tighten it all the way. That's a theme throughout this, isn't it? Once it's tight, you can just keep the key stored up there like so.
Okay, the last thing for the motor cage is attaching these 2 wires onto the back of the key switch. So let's flip the cage upside down and at this angle, take all 3 pieces off. On the two wires, you'll notice that all the wires have a large terminal end and a small end. Obviously, the large end goes on the post. It's a good idea to slide the label all the way down to the end so we can easily find it later. Now the flat washers, the spring washers, and then the nuts. You want to make sure that the spring washer that has the little cut in it is pushed all the way down and tight.
Whew, that was kind of hard, but really fun. Hey, what's the most exhausting thing you've ever done? For me, it's fighting for the last talkie.
For me, it's dealing with these two.
For me, it's chasing my dog, Ellie, all the way around the neighborhood. Thanks, Gen-Evees. See you next time.